Start the recording. Okay, so guys, basically what's happening, in case you have not heard, the end is near. It's the end of YouTube. Vox went nuclear because someone got his feet hurt. Yes, that's right, you probably heard. Steven Crowder went through and has actually... so Steven Crowder and Vox have had trading blows for quite a while. And it's mostly just Steven Crowder going through and basically debunking his argument. And Steven Crowder does a fairly somewhat good job of doing this normally. So I'm going to presume that he did a pretty good job on this. I haven't seen these Vox articles because I don't always watch Steven Crowder. But at the end of the day, I presume he's gone through and done a good job. And there's a couple of times where Steven Crowder has had a t-shirt that said socialism is for figs. It actually says F and then it has a fig and then GS. Obviously it's a play on the word. Obviously it's there to be, you know, controversial, spicy, whatever you want to call it. I don't have a problem with anything that Steven Crowder has actually said, to be honest. I think Steven Crowder is just... It's Steven Crowder, okay? He's a late night talk show host. If you're going to go complaining about some of the stuff that he's said in the past, you sort of have to go through and also complain about other YouTube or other late night show hosts as well. Like, for example, Late Night with Stephen Colbert, or David Letterman, or any of these late night show hosts that have gone through. Now, obviously, when you go to Steven Crowder's YouTube channel, it is clearly marked as comedy. When you go into the actual, I think when you go into the about, I think it comes up here as comedy. Late night comedy show, right? So it's clearly marked as comedy. But regardless, what's basically happened is Vox has gone through and YouTube, Steven Crowder and Vox. So Vox has put out these really bad videos that have been really easy to debunk. Apparently, Steven Crowder said they were fairly easy to do. And what is basically happened is that they've lost it. They've lost this guy that works for Vox. Has had his arguments constantly attacked. You know, he doesn't like the fact that socialism was for figs as a t-shirt. He doesn't like the fact that Steven Crowder has called him, I believe he called him a couple of, now, let me actually just play the video for you. Because, Steven actually does a really good job of summing it up. So, let's hear exactly what he has to say.
Giant company trying to lean on this channel. It's pretty much exactly what you would expect. Yeah. The host of Vox has actively, it's been brought to my attention, been on a campaign to get this channel banned, removed from YouTube, from encouraging viewers in massive flagging campaigns to directly communicating with YouTube in order to try and get me in these videos completely removed from the platform. A couple of the tweets, by refusing to enforce its anti-harassment policy, YouTube is helping incredibly powerful cyberbullies go to this dude's videos and flag them, question mark. So not a lot of conviction there. Seems like a question tossed to the audience. No. Let me explain the more sinister context at play here. First, I've been accused of playing a part, or this person, Carlos Maza, having been doxxed. I have always condemned and continue to condemn, discourage any and all forms of doxing or targeted harassment of anyone online, okay? I've been consistent, so please don't do that here. I know some of you will get obviously mad, maybe a little enraged at some of the information you're about to hear, but please don't do that. Be above that.
I just want to second that, guys. At the end of the day, please don't go doxing this guy. Please don't go giving him any more ammunition to get any more YouTube channels or anything like that taken down. Look, at the end of the day, like I said, if you want to do something, jump in a live stream with me on Sunday, and we'll tear apart his arguments. But yeah, at the end of the day, attack the arguments, not the person.
If there's any proof that I've actively encouraged people to dox this person or anyone, I will profusely apologize. Any proof. Here's the thing. Of the tens of millions of cumulative plays on our rebuttals to Vox on this channel, every single one of them is about criticizing their ideas or incorrect assumptions. Every instance has been about fighting bad information With better information, now Carlos Maza is upset. Okay, listen, have I ever called you, Carlos, the gay Latino host at Fox? Yes, of course. But that's friendly ribbing. And, I genuinely wouldn't consider you being that upset about it, considering your handle is @gaywonk.
Yeah. I just want to talk about that too. Like, at the end of the day, if you literally have a Twitter handle of @gaywonk, you can't get mad when people call you gay Latino. It's like, oh, really? It's like that's the thing that bugs you is, and that's what it's all about, right? He's going after Crowder. Look, let's not BS about this, okay? His problem with Crowder isn't the fact that he's called him @gaywonk. His problem with Crowder is nothing to do with the shirts. His problem, this Carlos Maz's, whatever his name is, his problem with Crowder is the fact that Crowder is debunking his videos. That's what it's all about. You have a look here, right? 1 year ago, 6 months ago, 1 day ago. I don't find it very suspicious at all that literally the day before this whole shitstorm happened, I thought it was gay wank. Jesus. That's actually quite funny. But I was going to say, I don't find it extremely funny or coincidental that this whole shitstorm happened the day after he's gone through and debunked the Vox article. It's 622,000 views. Right? It's not even the best performing video yet. Mind you, the others have been up for quite a while, which is fair enough, right? But at the end of the day, it's had 622,000 views in a day. And literally the day after that, guess what? Vox declares war on Steven Crowder. Makes you wonder what Steven Crowder said in this article that was enough to piss off this guy. Because I tell you what, Steven Crowder must have done a really good job of debating the article, or debating the video in this instance. Because that's what I reckon it is. I reckon it's all about the fact that Steven Crowder is single-handedly able to debunk this Vox guy's articles or these guys' videos. He can't handle it because, oh my God, people are knowing that I'm wrong. Oh my God, people are poking holes in my argument. Oh my God, I've got to silence people who have a different opinion than me because they're making me look like an idiot. Well, guess what? You have single-handedly, most likely, became the most hated person on the internet right now. And that is really saying something. If there is a most hated person on the internet award right now, you would be in the running for it. Congratulations on how not to make friends. But why is everybody targeting me? Because you're an idiot. But anyway.
With better information, now Carlos Maza is upset. Okay, listen, have I ever called you, Carlos, the gay Latino host at Fox? Yes, of course. But that's friendly ribbing. And, I genuinely wouldn't consider you being that upset about it, considering your handle is @gaywonk. Yeah. Did I ever offhandedly use the term lispy queer? I really don't remember it, but it sounds like me. Why? Because you speak with the lisp and you refer to yourself as a queer. That, along with the LGBTQ moniker, has genuinely made me think that queer is one of the more suitable terms. If not, I don't understand the rule book. Please correct me. Also, by the way, it's funny. And this is a comedy show. Lispy queer is harmless, and I enjoy saying it. And you're not alone. Quarter black Garrett, half Asian lawyer Bill Richmond. I won't apologize for it, just like I won't apologize for the socialisms for fig shirts, which they now want to have actively removed, available at loudwithcrowdershop.com. If using your words taken directly from the acronym you regularly tout is now hate speech, no one can understand the rules. And that's kind of the point, isn't it?
It's not just that too. I also want to expand on that too. If you're going to go after late night hosts, TV, comedians, whatever you want to call Crowder, if you want to go over there after them for what they've done, for the things that they've possibly said. Okay, what about all the times that the late night show hosts have attacked Trump or attacked conservatives? What about, for example, I'm forgetting their name because I don't watch them, but the late night show hosts, right, that constantly mock Trump. Or the ones that have gone after Carlos will be for now. He will be, yes. He is not losing that name anywhere. But what I was going to say was, but like, for example, the times that they've attacked Stephen Bannon or any of the Trump administration and called them all the worst names under the sun. What? It's okay to call names under the sun on one side of the argument, but when someone on the other side, a more conservative approach, wants to call you a certain name, like let's be queer, you crack the shits and throw a tantrum? And that's what this is. This is basically Vox tossing the frigging hat in the air and saying, I'm taking my bat and ball and I'm going to go home. But instead of taking your bat and ball home, he's taking the ad revenue with him. Like, it's absolutely insane that someone would lose their shit so much over this. I'm going to do a poll later. Who's the most hated person on the internet right now? I'm guessing the results are going to be pretty obvious. But at the end of the day, maybe Steve, let me know in chat, who do you want as options? Obviously, Carlos Maz is going to be one of them. Stephen Wojcicki is going to be another. I'm going to put Facebook's on there. I'm going to put Mark Zuckerberg. I might also do Jack, Jack, who does Twitter. Jack, I forget his last name. I might put him on there as well. Let me know if you have any other options in chat, guys, throughout the course of the show. If who you want me to list as the most hated people on the internet right now. And we'll do a quiz and we'll see how the poll results go for that. But I'm guessing I'm going to know who the option is. I know who the winner's going to be. But anyway. But at the end of the day, you're going to go after Stephen Crowder. You're going to go after all the rest of them. What about all the times that Stephen Colbert and all these sort of guys have gone through and said something regarding Trump or anybody or mocked anybody? What about the people like, for example, Jonathan Pye? How many times has Jonathan Pye over in the UK, who is a comedian, by the way, how many times has Jonathan Pye gone after someone and attacked them? He has done absolutely exact same thing as Stephen Crowder in this situation. Are you going to go through and start taking his channel down now? Is Jonathan Pye going to lose monetization because of the fact at the end of the day you don't like him attacking people? Taking bats and balls, Carlos Maz, in the same sense. Yeah, true. Good point. Let's keep going with this and we'll keep going.
Make no mistake, this isn't about me versus some guy at Vox, okay? This is an example of a giant corporate media entity trying to silence voices that they don't like. They've received over $200 million total from NBC Universal Comcast. It's tough to find the numbers, but at least $200 million. By contrast, this channel is funded by mugs. Okay? It's funded by you joining Mug Club. And we literally had to create Mug Club to sustain ourselves precisely to fight these kinds of mass flagging campaigns and the subsequent demonetization. So here's the scary part. Now YouTube has responded to the gay Latino host of Vox.
Okay, so this video is a couple of days old, right? So I don't want to go on too much further because it's been updated since then. So, to give you an idea of this Carlos guy, the character of the guy that has literally gone through and is attacking people, or attacking ad revenue, or attacking YouTube because of wrong thing, because of the fact that he doesn't like people calling him bad names. It's those bad names that they just keep calling me. That's just not fair, right? Well, this is the same guy that has literally quoted, and this is his tweet, milkshake them all, humiliate them at every turn, make them dread public organizing. This is the guy who's got upset over Steven Crowder calling him a lesbian queer, having a t-shirt, socialism is for figs, literally advocating for political violence. Yeah, I know John Pye is a character. Yeah. His real name's Tom Walker. Yeah, I know. He created the character because he couldn't get a job as an anchorman or something, he was saying. I don't always agree with his political point of view, but he is quite good at being the comedy. Yeah, I know he's a character. I just said John Pye because that's the name of his YouTube channel. But like I say, at the end of the day, this is the same guy that's advocating for political violence who is complaining because someone said some bad names about me on YouTube. It's not fair. But, you know. And obviously the mainstream media is doing their best to cover for Vox, you know. YouTube to delete thousands of accounts after it bans supremacist conspiracy theorists and other harmful users. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Who are the harmful users that YouTube has gone after? Who are the conspiracy theorists that YouTube have gone after? Obviously, YouTube is finally banning German World War II, can't say that, or event deniers and event deniers. Yeah, apparently. I can't say those words because then I would be likely hit by the algorithm myself. But YouTube will announce it will ban certain denier videos and other content that tries to deny other proven events. So that's the dangerous thing of right now. Okay. Carrington situation, right? These boys that were from that high school. That was supposedly a proven event. That was the mainstream media going through and saying, look at here, we have video evidence of this boy smirking. And that was a proven event. In the eyes of YouTube, that event, when it first came out, would have been proven. Now, obviously, since then, we've learnt that the whole story, we've gone through, we've played the full video, and at the end of the day, we know the fact that these boys did absolutely nothing wrong. Everybody that pushed that narrative when it first came out was actually considered a conspiracy theorist. They, according to these rules, when it first came out, would have been grounds for them to be banned off YouTube. Regardless of whether they were right or wrong, they would have been banned off YouTube. To give you another example, right? Donald Trump. Donald Trump using overfeeding the koi fish pond. Mainstream media ran that narrative. Trump overfed the koi fish pond. Hey, he's going to kill all the fish. They ran stories on overfeeding fish and how it kills them and everything like that. And it wasn't until alternative media got the full video, removed the cropping. Oh, ow, that was my arm. Removed the cropping from around the video, and actually showed the full scene where you see the Japanese Prime Minister throwing in the food in the first place. That we realized that, hang on, it wasn't Trump overfeeding koi fish pond. It was Trump mimicking that of the Japanese Prime Minister, and oh my God, it was his fish. That narrative soon fell apart. And if you want to go onto the other side of the spectrum, mainstream media pushing, for example, this Russia Mueller investigation. Russia hacked our election. Russia went through and influenced the election. And now it ended up being Russia brought Facebook ads. For years, us especially, have been going on about what a load of CRAP that this Russian investigation is. For years, we're going on about how this Russia probe has absolutely nothing to do with Trump. Trump did not team up with the Russians to hack the elections. We were called every name under the sun. Conspiracy theorists, you know, alt-right Nazis, blah, blah, blah. I said the word, didn't I? Anyway, But yeah, alt-right, all these sort of names under the sun. And it ended up being after $30 million and a 400-page document that, oh my God, alternative media was right. The mainstream media was wrong. The mainstream media was pushing a conspiracy theory. Now, my question to YouTube is, okay, you want to ban conspiracy theories? What about them? Are you going to go after the mainstream media now, who pushed this Russia investigation, who pushed this Russia conspiracy, who also have YouTube channels? Are you going to censor their videos? Because if you don't, then it's not about you going after conspiracy theories. Otherwise, because if you don't, it's more about you wanting to go through and to silence alternative media and not the actual mainstream media. You're trying to push up mainstream media while pushing down alternative media. Why? Because mainstream media doesn't get the attention or the views or the attention rate that we get. Because people know they're fake. Sure, Steven Crowder might be biased. Steven Crowder has an agenda. Steven Crowder is a conservative. But guess what? We know that. He's upfront and honest about it. CNN literally tried to run the tagline, the most trusted name in news. Remember they had that whole Apple ad? Well, I hate to tell you, but the most trusted name in news right now can't even break 1 million daily views. They're getting just over half of that. Fox News, which doesn't even call itself news, actually. They call themselves talk show, whatever they refer to themselves as. But Fox News is doubling their views. Although the whole trusted name in media, let's face it, that's them projecting, right? Because they realise that they're failing when it comes to ratings. Now, obviously, an interesting thing that come out about this, James O'Keefe has came out and said, speaking of the Vox apocalypse, hashtag, next week a brave insider is coming forward from deep inside Silicon Valley. Project Veritas plus our own insider will show you damning documents that big tech don't want you to see. Stay tuned. So Project Veritas is actually claiming they have something when it comes to this. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, we'll have to go through and obviously see what they got. We'll see if it's just smoke or if it's actually fire. But obviously, we'll go through and we'll talk about that. So you're probably wondering, what's the problem from, what's the downfall? What's the result of all this Vox going through and attacking YouTube and going on and waging this apocalypse and everything like that? Well, there's a whole bunch of channels that are being mass demonetized right now. Steven Crowder has completely lost monetization on his channel. Ford Fisher has actually lost channel monetization on their channel. I believe they do Press for Truth. Jesus Christ Superstar is another one. Sinatra Says has lost his channel monetization. Luke Ford has lost his channel. Extreme Machine has lost their channel. Dan Dix has lost their channel monetization. The Golden One has lost their channel. Revenge of the Sis has lost their monetization as well. It's just like Keemstar says, channels are being fully demonetized at an insane rate. I can't keep up with the Vox apocalypse. Like, at the end of the day, people cannot keep up with it. Because it is just, every channel is being hit right now. Ford Fisher said, within minutes of YouTube's announcing its new purge, it appears they caught my outlet with documents, activism, and extremism in the crossfire. So, they actually use the video, Ford Fisher has the video, news to share, my bad. But like I say, yeah, it's everybody. Steven Crowder is completely demonetized, but he's got Mug Club, so he's fine. But it's just everybody. It's just everybody is getting absolutely smacked right now just because of this Vox guy losing his SHIT because at the end of the day, someone hurt his feelings. So, yeah. What can you do to fight this? Obviously, using the hashtag VoxApocalypse is obviously one thing that you can do. People have been suggesting cancelling YouTube Premium. That is something that I believe Janet said. I got rid of my YouTube Premium account and not let YouTube know why. And they let YouTube know why, sorry. People are cancelling their YouTube Premium accounts. That's the best thing that you can do right now. If you want to go through and to fight this censorship, sharing people like me, sharing people like Crowder, like all these other guys that I've mentioned who have had their YouTube channel hit, sharing their content, following them on alternative media, like Gab, for example. I'm on Gab, I'm on Minds. Obviously, go through and follow me on there. Also, for example, we have the website nonpartisanmedia.com that will obviously go through and automatically make a list of every video that we upload in that day. And then that will send out an email notification. So if you haven't done that already, nonpartisanmedia.com will allow you to go through and do that. It's just on the side there. Subscribe to our newsletter. That will send you a newsletter once a day letting you know exactly what videos have been published. So even if you don't get notified about them from YouTube themselves, you'll get an email with the list of them in there for us. Apart from that, guys, yeah, look, it's... I don't know how to... The only other option is we go and make our own platform. And there are concerns about me doing that. If I do that, I'll have to dox myself. And I kind of like the fact that I don't dox myself right now. Because this YouTube channel is not big enough for me to survive off. I need my job because I need to pay bills, especially when I'm renovating a kitchen. And at the end of the day, I don't have the internet bandwidth at home at the moment either. I've got an update from my internet provider that says apparently it's going to be July of 2020. I'm going to be a frigging old man before it gets connected. And I'm suspecting the 2020 won't even happen, but anyway. But yeah, like I say, guys, I that's all I can suggest. Is just vote with your wallet. Follow people on social other alternative media platforms. DLive, people suggesting that DLive is an option is stupid because their actual hate speech guidelines is worse than YouTube right now. So that is absolutely insane to even suggest. But yeah, like I say, look, this is a bad situation. And it's all because someone got called a couple of names that actually he refers to himself, by the way, and he cracked the shits. Yeah, thanks, Eric. Yeah, we will, man. Don't worry. And like I say, look, we've got some plans. We are going to go through and we're actually looking at making a website that will be sort of like an agitator, like an aggregator of all the like alternative media websites that get uploaded to YouTube. It will go through and automatically update the website and add these websites when they get added. So like, for example, say Steven Crowder uploads a video, it would then go through and yeah, post it on the website, so you could just keep refreshing that and you'd find out all the videos. We're looking at that idea. I haven't had a lot of time lately, so yeah. But like I say, yeah, look, yeah, don't forget to vote on the poll. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, guys. But apart from that, that's all I really got to say about this. I've been monitoring the situation for a while now. I've been wanting to talk about it. We've just obviously been busy. But yeah, look, Steven Crowder, if you do watch this video, man, look, we tried to warn you guys. I tweeted at everybody 12 months ago that this was coming. This is not, they're not doing this just because of Vox. This was always their plan. They went through, they hit the smaller creators, no one gave two shits, then they went through and they hit the bigger creators. It's just been sped up because of Vox, is what I believe, anyway. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below.